people know who watch our channel on a regular basis, you know that I've been very angry about the fact that the government over here have decided to scrap the winter fuel allowance. This is, in case you didn't know, a £300 one-off payment just to help people through the very coldest months over here in the United Kingdom. And this came out of literally the blue, seemingly because they have to fund a missing black hole, you know, seemingly the one that they claim is there, but the previous government say there's absolutely tactical proof that it's not. So somebody's lying in between. As ever, it's you and I, you know, and of course the poor people that now will struggle to pay their bills this winter. It's your fault. And what really angered me about that was during the particular campaign of this particular latest government, oh no, they wouldn't scrap that. In fact, they chastised the previous government by saying that they hinted about doing it. And then the minute they got in power, did it. These are the most vulnerable people, you know. Perhaps you're living alone and you really rely on just the heat and your television for a bit of comfort. It just helps, doesn't it? It's that sort of thing. So it's fascinating, you see, because when I did that report, this particular charity, Age UK, got in touch regarding about becoming something of an ambassador for them, a non-profit role. I might say there will be no payment attached, not interested in things like that. I think you should do things out of the goodness of your heart. You shouldn't be paid to literally just, you know, be a kind person, but that's not everybody. Now, I looked into Age UK, and what was fascinating about them is their CEO, Paul Farmer, gets over £50,000 a year, and these are all through charitable donations. Now, are you like me? Do you get fed up of turning on the TV and people begging for your money, you know, for all levels of charity? And it's now the new one, isn't it? The will, you know, leave this in your will. At this point, the only thing you'll be leaving in your will is a bit of ink that you've done the pen with, because there's going to be nothing left. I don't know how rich they think some of us are, you know, but you kind of think, well, exactly what am I supposed to be living on? But now, this is where I found this absolutely deplorable from Age UK, because I looked further down and they've decided to sign these particular individuals as Age UK ambassadors. And this may shock you. Let me explain. Hi, nice to see you. Thank you so much as ever. Thank you so much for your time today. Kind of a bit angry on this one, so do bear with me, because as I say, Age UK, you know, possibly does some good, but now I think they're going to lose masses of support. This is because Age UK ambassadors do include Labour Party MPs in certain regions, including, say, for instance, this man, Barry Gardiner. A very checkered past in itself, right? Now, what's fascinating about this is that allegedly, according to them, they're going to work alongside the government to ensure they hold them to account. These are the same Labour ministers that voted for you, if you're over 60, to lose your winter fuel allowance. So how does that work? How can you hold someone to account when in event there you've just agreed to do it? It's self-protection. They want to keep their job, they want to keep their fat expenses salary, all of that. It's looking after number one. My advice to anybody watching this today would be to very seriously think about what, if any, donations you give to Age UK until they remove these charlatans, because basically they're trying to paint themselves as nice people and oh, it wasn't our fault, it was the government. You are part of the government. You decided to remove £300 from the most vulnerable. And a recent survey by the Labour Party pointed out that during this forthcoming winter, over 4,000 people could die due to the extreme cold. So if these are the people looking out for you, where are we if they're not? I'd love to know what you think. As ever, please comment, like and share. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.